Well, matter of fact, with the series you just presented, I missed the Zidarian ceramic implant because one of your acquisitions of Friadent was Zidarian, and matter of fact, everybody's still excited about ceramic implants with all the disadvantages we already know, but because everybody's a bit puzzled because nothing is happening.
Yeah, maybe not everything what happens is public. We are working on. We are integrating this system into our organization, and as we are, we want to do this in detail and very dedicated and careful. So the system is working. The system is will come, but we are currently doing a lot of efforts on the documentation side. And
well, because this is the question. There are rumors in the market who say Friadent does not dare to go into the market with the Zidarian because Friadent, as a research company, spoiled their customers with lots of profound research, clinical evidence, and now to enter into the market with a system which lacks all this clinical evidence is a bit difficult for you from a philosophical point of view.
Yeah, well, that's one of the points that I just mentioned. We look into this system and we continue to collect clinical data, but I wouldn't say this system is not. I mean, it has not the long clinical experience as all other systems has.
No, of course.
I mean, you can't change that. I mean, you need just time for it. But what we know is that that this system works. We have some clinical experience. And studies are ongoing, and what we also know is, and I think that's the reason why we look at this, it's much more sensitive in handling. So we believe that to make sure that this works safely, we need to really build a frame around it, especially also how to use it, how to educate the system. And that's what we are currently working on. So I think you're right. I mean, we need to make sure that the system has no issues clinically. We don't believe that it has, but we have also to prove it, and that's what we're currently doing. But it will come, I can promise you. Okay.
Other questions? Hugo?
I'm really sorry. Because, matter of fact, the world economic crisis started in the US. Now we can see that the US is already recovering. How do you explain, or what is your interpretation, why Europe is still running so short in the restoration of the demand of dental implants? Because matter of fact, it's puzzling for me as well, because I cannot understand, for my generation, I think that fixed tooth replacement is a matter of course. I cannot imagine myself or anybody I know to really live with a loose prosthetic the size of my backplate. So how do you explain that we are not recovering Europe?
I mean, one of the simple explanations is look at the economy in Europe today. And I mean, what I showed is an average value over Europe. And again, it's different. I mean, in Spain you have really a decline, in Greece or Italy is flat. So the countries are different country by country. We have also countries growing like hell, like the Russian market, or when you look to Professor Lind's country. They are really coming up because there's a lot of penetration. I mean, it's really difficult to explain because, I mean, if you look, for instance, at Germany, there's a lot of wealth here. Many people can afford, but still the market is quite flat. Honestly said, maybe it's trust, confidence in future, I don't know. It's not that I really have an explanation for that. It's a matter of fact that we have a lot of different influences today on the market. Which might not really create trust and confidence for the future of the patients. And I mean, especially the Germans are very often like the people who better save the money and wait what's coming instead to invest the money and have fun with it. Yeah? So I mean, that's a little bit of nature. And in other countries like Spain, I mean, it's simply economy. I mean, they have 25% jobless people. The young generation has no jobs. The gross profit is going down. So I mean, that's basically what stops. I think it will recover, but I think it needs time.
My question was having that because I don't remember his name, but the last chairman in Barcelona was also Chinese, told us that in China eating is so important for people that people would spend anything to get back their proper behavior of eating, because eating is so much pleasure for Chinese people, and in Germany people would rather save money for handbags or travel.
I can confirm that I like to eat and I like to celebrate. So I mean, maybe I don't think that's in general. It's true. I mean, when you look to Brazil, people are completely different. They really invest their last money to do good. Yeah. Maybe cultures are different, heritage is different. So again, as I said, it's difficult to explain and difficult to understand, but it's what it is. We have to face it. So that's the reason why we have to make it more attractive for the patients and really promise what they get, make it predictable, make it less invasive, painful. So that's the way how we have to go. Okay?
Any other questions? One?
No one.
Okay. Then we leave the scientific chairman some more time to prepare for the official opening.